month and a half, 2 weeks. My bad, my timing's off. But they're going to be going to some other schools, but we are very lucky to be able to be the first school to host them. So please do not take that lightly. They are giving their time here, and please be respectful. So before we get started, we're gonna introduce our executive board and then tell you a little bit about SSI. So meet our exec. So first, my name is Eliana Palmer. You guys can call me Ellie. I'm the founder and president of the University of Tampa chapter of SSI. You might also know me as a familiar face that I am the president of Chabad as well, so you'll see me everywhere, even if I try not to. I'm a senior and I'm an applied sociology major with a minor in women and gender studies. So next we have Maya in the back, our VP. Maya, do you want to say a little quick bit about yourself?
Sure. Hi, I'm Maya. I'm the vice president of SSI, and I'm a freshman here at the University of Tampa.
So next we have Stella. She couldn't be here today. She's a treasurer. She's a junior, and she really wishes she could have been here, but she hopes that you guys all enjoy. And then Jenna.
Hi, I'm the secretary for SSI. I'm a freshman, and I'm a journalism major. Yeah.
Awesome. Jen.
Hi, I'm Anya. I'm a student gov rep for SSI, and I'm a freshman, and I'm a business major. All right, to start us off, we're going to give you a quick synopsis of SSI and what we do.
Sorry, and our faculty advisor is Bernie Farkas. So if you see him, say hi.
All right, first, our overall mission as a movement is to be clear and confident pro-Israel voice on college campuses and to support students and grassroots pro-Israel advocacy. SSI movement is created for the students by the students. This organization helps with familiarizing students and the university community with current events in the Middle East, sharing Israeli culture on campus, and responding to biased anti-Israel propaganda. Under one official name, students
Fire Rescue 3 just by the chapel.
So why SSI? We have campus-based grassroots movement, entirely student-led organization. Emphasize on the Zionist grassroots movement. We know that this is only students that can be agents of change on campuses. We know that better than anyone else. We stand up against hate such as anti-Zionist players on campus. They operate under one umbrella organization, Students for Justice in Palestine. SSI sees SJP as a national problem, which in turn we must have a national solution, which is SSI. So what do we do? Obviously, grassroots activist training, chapter infrastructure building, educating the academic community, and proactive programming. This event is just an example of the many types of programs we are as SSI, and this is what we put together for you guys. Before we jump into the event, we invited Rabbi
Ken from the University of Tampa to share a song with us before we begin.
Thank you.
Thought it would be appropriate to recite the psalm because we know the world does stand up prayer, charity, and acts of goodness and kindness. Today we'll choose Psalm number 121, which speaks about how God is always watching over us and protecting us. Shir Lamalois, Esa Ine Eloharim Me'ayim Yavi Ezri, Ezri Me'im Adinai Oisi Shamayim Va'aretz, Al Yitem Amoit Raglecha, Yonum Shemrecha, Ine V'yonum V'yishon Shomer Yisrael, Adinai Shemrecha, Adinai Tzilcha, Ayadi Minecha, Yemam HaShemesh Le'yakeka, V'yireach Ba'loila, Adinai Yishmarcha Mikara, Yishmars Nafshecha, Adinai Yishmar Tzeisko, V'yacha Mi'atu V'adolam. The song of us 4 cents. I turn my eyes to the mountains. From where will my help come? My help comes from the Lord, maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot give way. Your guardian will not slumber. See, the guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. The Lord is your guardian. The Lord is your protection. The Lord will guard your hand by day, the sun by night. The sun will not strike you, nor the moon by night. The Lord will guard you you from all harm. He will guard your life. The Lord will guard you going and coming from now and forever. Those are the words of King David, which stand forever, for Torah is everlasting. Thank you.
Amazing. So before we get into introducing our soldiers, we're going to have a word from
Elon, the founder and president of SSI movement, if he's ready.
Okay. Oh, awesome. So let me speak. First of all, welcome Tampa. What a beautiful evening to be here. I went to school at the University of Minnesota. So this time of the year, as you can imagine, it's a little bit different. Just quite colder, but not as bad as Tampa. Now, a few things about me. Myself, Ilan, originally from Israel, came to America, to Minnesota. My parents just never heard of Florida before, so we ended up in the Midwest. But that's where I finished high school, that's where I went to college, and that's where we started student supporting Israel exactly 13 years ago as of this week. So about 13 years ago, on our campus, there was a lot of anti-Israel activity, there was a lot of anti-Israel protest whatsoever. And as an Israeli, I was wondering, like, where is the voice for Israel on this campus? Why there is not a single student that's speaking out for my home country? And I decided to act, and I started a small club on a staircase, thinking of, wow, we're going to be like, hopefully one day big in Minnesota. And 13 years later, Students Supporting Israel is a grassroots organization with 150 clubs in 8 different countries. We have operations in Australia and New Zealand, to UCLA, to Scotland. Today, SSI at Ohio State University hosted an event with SSI at the University of Aberdeen. I'm not sure how many of you know where Aberdeen is. It's in Scotland. And we are the international student movement representing the state of Israel. And board here at this campus, I want to say first of all a huge thank you to Eli, to Maya, to Jenna, to Anya, and to Stella that is not here, and for putting up this program together, for bringing all of you to the room, and for doing such an important job of bringing SSI to Tampa. Because you know, all across the country, I'm sure that all of you have been watching the news to see what is happening. You see what is happening at UC Berkeley, you see what's happening at Columbia. But also there's other schools. There's Texas A&M, there's University of Tampa. Schools where you can focus on a lot of good and bringing the voice of Israel to the community, to educate, to teach, and of course to grow together with their speakers, with our events and our programs. Before we continue, how many of you have been to Israel? Okay, just so we know, so for the guys here, you know approximately the crowd, many visited to Israel. And you guys can ask the rest of the questions, they're amazing soldiers. So before I continue, and when we know what kind of crowd we have in the room, I want to also thank to the rabbi for such a beautiful song. I want to thank to the police officers that joined us today in the room, so thank you very much for being here. We're sending those, today the tour is starting in Tampa, but it's also starting in Cal State Long Beach in California, and the situation there is a little bit different than Tampa. But so police officers, thank you very, very much for being here. API brothers, how many of you are API? The best fraternity on campus, right? Hands down. You guys have a party this weekend or no? No party? Do you have a house on campus? Not on campus. Not on campus? Okay, we'll talk after. I was an API too. We'll discuss all the details for the upcoming weekend as well. I actually just got a lunch with the head of API, Jerry Feldman and Andy. They were in Palm Beach, so we got together. Hillel, I know we have a representative from Hillel here, so thank you as well for coming. We really appreciate it. And to the community members that joined us. And overall, I'll finish with that. You know, for me, to think about 13 years ago when we started a really small club and we really wanted to make a difference, to looking later 13 years down the road and singing a full room in Tampa, it's just truly heartwarming. You know, because we never imagined that the organization and our movement will get that far out. And we want to be here for you to answer any question about Israel, to teach you, to inspire you, to answer the difficult questions, and just to make sure that Israel does have supporters and does have a voice on our college campuses. So with all of that being said, I'll be here throughout the event, kind of surfing around and walking the room. And Eddie, you can present your speakers for today, and we'll jump right to business. So let's get the event started.
Yeah.
Noam first.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. So without further ado, let's meet our soldiers. So first we have Noam, he's 33.
Yeah.
You might have to re-correct me with how I pronounce the name, but
Rehovot.
okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Israel, and he currently resides in Ramat Gan.
Yeah.
And Noam joined the war as a reservist and commander in the Artillery Corps immediately after October 7th. For nearly 300 days, he served on Israel's northern border with Lebanon, facing Hezbollah drones, mortars, and rockets. A graduate of Afeka?
Yeah.
Okay. Afeka College in Ramat Gan, Noam holds a degree in mechanical engineering. He also spent over 4 years coaching youth basketball at Maccabi Tel Aviv. Noam is the son of immigrant parents who made Aliyah to Israel from Argentina and Uruguay. He has been involved with Students Supporting Israel, SSI, for years, attending 3 national conferences, San Diego in 2017 and 2018, and Columbia University in 2019. Noam is excited to meet students and inspire them to take action on campus. As he puts it, if you can spend 300 days in the mud, you can do anything you can possibly imagine on campus. Don't be shy, fight back for our people and our state. Please welcome Noam.
Okay, listening? Yeah. Okay. Look, without mic. Hello everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. You know, I didn't want to say it, but I wasn't in the combat. I was in combat. I was in the war 300 days. But when talking to so much people, it's always exciting. You know. So you're gonna help me. So I'm very happy you guys came to spend this afternoon with us to hear mine and Guy's story. It's not taken as granted, and as Ilan asked, who of you guys have been in Israel? In hands? Okay, that's nice. Pretty much. And so, I'm 33 years old. I'm living in Ramat Gan. I used to be a student 4 years ago. I just graduated in 2021 as an industrial engineer, not a mechanical engineer. I worked afterwards I started working in the IT companies in Israel, you know, as a project manager. 3 or 4 years ago, I was working as a coach in Maccabi Tel Aviv Youth Department. I even had some sessions with Danny Avdia. Some of you know Danny? Yeah, great, best. So, I'm here actually to talk with you about my 7th of October, what happened in 7th of October. It was 6:29, the first alarm went on in Ramat Gan. Not suspicious. Ramat Gan, Tel Aviv, not suspicious, we live in Israel. 6:29, and we went to the shelter. Couple minutes afterwards, another alarm. Nothing suspicious yet. 2 alarms, start in the morning, we live in Israel, we're used to it. I came back to sleep. 1 hour afterwards, another alarm. 3 alarms in the morning, Shabbat, Saturday, started to be suspicious. I put on the TV, we started to see what's happening. We seeing that Hamas people got into Israel, that all the Otef Gaza, you know, Gaza Strip, all the Gaza Strip is conquered by the Hamas. Conquered, right? Conquered. Okay, 1 hour, it was about 10 a.m. I got a message from my commander of the reserve. Let me clear something, if you guys don't know. In Israel, you do 3 years of mandatory service, okay, between 18 and 21. You guys, about 20, right? 18, 20? 32, you guys. You do the mandatory service, but afterwards you do reserves. Okay, you finish Army 21, you're going to travel, you do whatever you want, you're going to study, but all this time, you are in the reserves, okay? Israel, for example, for the army, Israel needed about 600,000 soldiers, okay? In the mandatory service, we have just 120,000 soldiers, okay? So the base of the soldiers is from the reserves, okay? People like me, in my age, Guy age, as you can see. So, I coming back to 10 a.m. when I got a message from my commander. He said me, Noam, prepare a bag. I will meet you in the gated place in the north, in Ramat HaGolan. Okay, I was like, what's going on? I used to live with a roomie in that days. My roomie worked in the Shabak. You guys know Shabak? What it is? Who didn't know, Shabak is like the Mossad, but inside of Israel. So I tell her, Reut, no worries. 5 days and I come back. She was looking at me and laughing. No, I think you should pack for a long time, and we'll see. This thing is real. It's not like what you think. It's something real that we didn't know it. So I didn't listen to her. I did my own. I packed a really small bag for 5 days, and I said, I'm going. So it was about 4 p.m. We started the ride for the north. The roads were empty. Nobody was in the roads. It was something crazy. You never saw something like this. Israel, it's like, no, Tampa, it's pretty quiet. Not a lot of traffic, that's what I saw. But in Miami or something like this, here in Israel, nobody was on the road. You just went 100 miles an hour. Till we arrived to the north, we were waiting to meet all the squad. Meeting all the squad to start to understand what we need to do. Meeting all the squad, it happened just about 12 p.m. in 7th of October. 7th of October, 12 p.m., all the squad arrived. It was Saturday. The religious people didn't know. It was Shabbat. You know, Shabbat, the religious people don't use the phone, doesn't know what's happening. There was probably people that doesn't have cars. In Israel, not everyone has car. So you need to figure out how you arrive to the north. 12:30 a.m. I shot it. 12:30 a.m. we were all together, all the squad. We gathered together and we could start to do our ride to the fire zones. Okay? I used to be in the artillery corps. So artillery corps, we have cannons. You know, guys, how to look at cannon? You can imagine a tank. You know a tank, but with a big cannon. We started our ride at 12:30 a.m. to our fire zones, arriving by 9 a.m. Was terrible ride. I was as a commander on the squad. It was really tough. Imagine, guys. And yesterday, before the 7th of October, I was at the beach. I was enjoying everything. Day after, I'm in the army. I'm a commander. I have to take care of soldiers. It's from 0 to 100. You know, from 0 to 100. So we arrived to the fire zones, and we went to the north. Guys, as you can know, in Gaza, it was terrible. I was in Gaza for my lab, you know, for my lab. It's okay. I was in Gaza. I went to the north, and nobody knows what's going to happen over there, you know. Lebanon, Syria, Hezbollah, Syria, we don't know. Nobody knew nothing in Israel. Nobody knew which kibbutz is conquered, which kibbutz it's okay, who lied, who died. People are started to figure it out. Who is alive, not alive, my friend. Afterwards you said, you hear your cousin, what's it? It was a mess. So, it was about, we arrived to the fire zones in 8th of October. It was about 10 days. Guys, seriously, we were there, little bit of equipment, we even didn't have a tent. Put your sackpack. Sleeping bag. You're sleeping under the stars. You don't know who can jump from where. You don't know what's going to happen. Day after day. It was 10 days. We started to think that we are useless. We don't do anything. Like for what they call us? What we're doing over there? It's so boring. Why they need us? We are so many people. But it took 10 days. 10 days, and we hear in the operational radio of this big squad, we hear it. I was the commander of 1C, okay? It's like in the artillery, you have 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B, 2C, okay? It was. We hear in the operational radio, 2C, we need your fire right now. 10 days we didn't do nothing. We think it's nothing gonna happen. 2C, I need your fire right now. My squad is 1C. We just jumped, got into the canoes. They even didn't call us. We were in adrenaline, like 10 days, nothing happened. Finally, we're gonna bring some fire. Okay. We got into the canoes. I don't know why 2C had some problems, and I couldn't stay without doing anything. He had problems. I'm saying to the commander in the operational radio, hey there, I'm 1C, I'm ready, send me the message, send me the mission right now. Quiet. No, nobody's talking in the operational radio. 1C is for you, it's real fire, it's fire for rescue. I need you to prepare 16 shells right now. It's fire for rescue. The helicopter need to land in the Lebanon border because there was a battle, some soldiers were injured. We need your fire right now. We were on adrenaline, guys. I'm telling you, it was something, 10 days you don't do nothing, and suddenly they need you. This is why we came to the ark. This is the reason that we came here. To protect the border with Lebanon, with Syria, do whatever they're gonna ask us to do. You can imagine artillery, okay, like firefighters. Okay, they're sitting all the day. If they have a fight, they have a fire, they need to jump. This is artillery, right? So it was such an adrenaline. So finally we felt that we are not useless. They really need us. This was my first mission, and there was a lot of missions. It started, continued, but this was the one that I will never forget in my life. As I said before, as artillery corps, we have a lot of time together. You know, you don't do nothing most of the time till they call you. A lot of adrenaline. You're going. You bring fire. And let me present you my squad, guys. My squad. I had two guys from the settlements, Shlomo and David. David had 4 kids. Left his wife and his kids. Came to the battle. Shlomo, 1 kid and his wife is pregnant. He had to left his wife pregnant with a kid. Most of you don't have kids, me neither, but believe me, it's difficult. It's difficult to the wife and to you that you need to leave. Another friend, Matan, he had to leave. He left his wife pregnant with a son. My friend Aspar is Ethiopian, 33 years old. Imagine, you guys are 20, 21, 22. When you are 38, who want to do this? Who want to do and come do this kind of things? 3 kids in the middle of divorce. He had a pretty bad divorce. He had to leave these things and come to. Everybody left his things behind, his job, his career, his family, his, I don't know, his apartment, whatever you can, his dog, whatever you can think, and come over. This was the attitude of Israel, guys. The attitude of the Israeli people, of the whoever live in the country, we are all want to be together, help each other. This was something that, I don't know who of you guys, like, I don't know if I had to tell you about this, but I don't know if you guys knew what happened before the war. The Israeli people are really divided. Right, left, people are going crazy. We forget where we came from. We need to be united. The war, remember us, what is the reason of us, the Israeli, the Jewish, that we need to be together. Just a second, guys, it just started to tell me, forget. Yeah. So guys, as you know, we have 7 fronts in Israel. Who of you guys know what is the fronts that we have? Let's do it popcorn, ping pong. 7 fronts in Israel. Who knows? Let's say. Let's go. Gaza.
Syria.
Again, I want to explain. Israel has 7 fronts, right? What fronts we have? Syria, the ocean is our friend, it's not Syria, Gaza, Jordan, Egypt, Yemen. What? Syria, didn't say?
Lebanon.
Syria, okay, last one?
Lebanon.
Iran, perfect. Thank you, Rob. 7 fronts. Whoa, 7 it's a lot, huh? It's a lot. But okay, it's Israel from 1948, even before, we're used to it, nothing new. It's just adding and adding and adding. But what is the aid? What is the aid from, guys? No one? What the SSI president? What is our aid front? Okay, let's take it more.
Mediterranean.
Advocacy, guys. Advocacy. Advocacy. Thank you, sir. Advocacy. We lost in the advocacy battle. We lost. I wasn't here. I was in Israel almost 300. It sounds better. I was 280 days. I don't know what happened in the United States. I don't know what happened over there. But we lost. We know it. We see in the news, Palestine over there, Palestine over there. We see the campuses on fire. I don't know what happened last week in where was Dylan? In this university in
Colombia?
In Colombia University. I don't know. We lost it, guys. We lost what happened. This is your battle. This is your job. You have your voice. You as the leaders of tomorrow, you can do so much. You can talk. You can make your voice heard. You as the leaders of tomorrow, talking to the leaders of tomorrow. I don't know who from Alabama says, sorry, from Tampa can be maybe.
Yes, going to Alabama.
What?
I said you're going to Alabama as well.
Okay. I don't know who from you guys maybe, or you or your friends, you can influence so much. You can influence so much. As Israelis, you need to stand for your rights, feel free and secure wherever you are, whether it's in Israel or in the diaspora. Israel, I'm talking to, I know that we have from all the but Israel is the home for everybody, it's welcome everybody. But I'm talking to the Israeli for the Jewish and the Jewish people. Israel is your home, whether if you want to do an aliyah and whether you don't. All right? Thank you.
And if anyone wants the NBA tickets to watch Danny, that's your guy to know.
Thank you, Noam. So next we have Guy. He's 26 from Lahavim, Israel, and is currently a senior at Florida Atlantic University. At the start of the October 7th attack, Guy was a Division I NCAA tennis player in Indiana. As the IDF entered Gaza, he made the life-changing decision to leave his team and return to Israel to serve. For months, he fought as part of the elite
unit.
Yeah, elite Special Forces unit. After his first tour in Gaza, Guy returned to campus, but quickly realized he couldn't continue with business as usual while his country was at war. Without hesitation, he packed his bags and returned for a second tour to support his team and unit on the battlefield. Following his second deployment, Guy came back to the U.S., transferred to Florida Atlantic University, and is now completing his studies this semester. He has spoken at multiple student-supporting Israel events across southern Florida, inspiring students and community members with his story. Guy believes that any challenge can be overcome if we believe in ourselves and stay united as a nation, both home and abroad. He is taking a week-long break from school to visit your campuses, this time not with a tennis team, but with a mission. Please welcome Guy.
First of all, I want to say thank you so much for all of you who came today. I appreciate it a lot. My story I don't think is going to be that long, but I will start telling a little bit about myself, and then I will keep going. So my name is Guy. Growing up, I played tennis since, I remember myself, since I was 7. It started to be a little bit professional. I played abroad, tournaments in Israel, in Europe, everywhere. When I was 18, I decided to quit my career in tennis and try to go to a special unit. After a long process, a lot of tests out there, physical, mental, everything, I got accepted to a special commando unit. I don't know if you guys know the name Duvdevan. If you heard about it, if you watch Fauda, it's an undercover unit for special missions. My unit is doing usually we are staying in the West Bank area and we are arresting a lot of terrorists, some undercover missions, some not undercover. On October 7, I was actually in Tennessee with my team. We had a tennis tournament Friday and Saturday. And we had a long day on Friday and I fell asleep at the hotel. I think it was Friday at 10 p.m., which is 8, it was 6 a.m., it was 8-hour difference. So it was 6 a.m. in Israel, which is like 30 minutes before everything started, and I slept so good. I woke up at like 8 a.m., which is 4 p.m. in Israel. For 10 hours, everything happened I didn't even know. I woke up at 8 a.m. on Saturday, and my phone was dying, like phone calls, messages, everything, like I couldn't even open my phone. Like my phone just died, and I started to see everything is going on, and I had a tennis match like 1 hour after, which I didn't play. After like a little bit, I saw my team talking on the. So we do the one unit. So we started the 3 years, 18 to 21, but just the training, to finish the training, not everybody finished. So after I got accepted, the training is 1 year and a half. So basically, I was a fighter just for 1 year and a half because the training is so long. And then 1 year and a half, so we started, I would say we started 30. I would say 26 finished, 4 couldn't finish for some reason. If it's social reason, they're not good enough, mental, everything, physical. And from those 26, I would say some of them going to different positions, if it's to be a commander, or they want to stay long in the military or some position. So the team basically into the van, the team is around 18 to 20 soldiers. And in special unit in Israel, in the reserve, you are staying the same team. And it's people that I've done with them so many things, and like 3 years in a row, we did so many things together, and we're cuddling in a cold, in a hall, when it's like rainy, everything together. And my team, this is my second family. So I started seeing conversation, my team jumped right away. I was sleeping at the time, but my team jumped right away to the kibbutzim near Gaza border and fighting. When I woke up, one of my best friends on my team already, he got murdered on October 7. One of my team, we were only 20. One of my team already there. I had one friend in Sri Lanka, I was already taking flight back, one in Mexico, and everybody came back. From the 20, 19 came back, and one of them is one that has a little bit mental issues after the 3 years, because we did some stuff. So this was my decision to go. Like for me, I wanted to go, for example, for some reason. I would say for my country, for my people, for my family, for all of the Jews around the world. I felt like I have to go. I didn't care. I couldn't play tennis. I couldn't study. I didn't care about my studies. I didn't care about my tennis. Like I just wanted to go back. And the third thing for me in my mind was I want to be with my team. I don't care what they're doing. I want to be with my team everywhere they go. Even I just want to be with them. I don't care if you're fighting in Gaza, if you're fighting in Lebanon, or if you are sitting in a plane car. I just want to be at that time with my team. So I packed my bag from Tennessee and I took the first flight back to Israel. I was there, I think, October 9th already in Israel. They were already in kibbutzim. I went to from the airport. My brother packed my bag from home, picked me up from the airport, and dropped me over the base. I signed for a gun, for a vest, for all the stuff.